Imagine a global sports star, superstar, superhuman. You look at somebody like that, there's lots of sports stars in the world, hundreds, thousands. They all know how to program themselves to be a human peak performance. They eat right, they think right, they smell right, breathe right. They use their intuition, their flow state, the high performance state, the ability to live in the moment, the power of now. They have the best life coaches, language coaches, physical coaches, physiotherapy coaches, and so on and so on. They live in the best environments. So everything about the global sports star is about becoming the best version of themselves. So here's the concept behind the global sporting club, which is one club connected to all clubs. Essentially, one club connected to every single person in humanity. That's 8 billion people on this planet. And the same philosophy for this is to be the best version of yourself from the moment you're born, your first breath, to your last breath. And to live in the best environment. Now, I've linked this to the single currency model, which is a 500 trillion pound, euro, dollar model. So this whole concept of a global sporting network in monetary terms is also connected to potentially up to 500 trillion or whatever figure you think. This is all about the principles. So we got 3 principles already. We got all the people, we got all the sports projects, and we got all the finance. Those 3 things are all connected and interconnected. So that's essentially the why behind the sporting club, one club for the whole world, to transform the human race into this superhuman, superstars, super performance, living in unbelievable environments, all programmed, educated, trained by the best people on this planet. Boom. So how do you do it? It's got to be done through the financial system. Or, let me back up a second. The technology that's there now enables us to do 2 things. So the technology, the fintech, the blockchain, the Web3, the AI, the AGI, the ASI, which is artificial superintelligence, which is next generation artificial general intelligence. All this intelligence is there to connect humanity and connect networks and to create whatever it is you want to in super quick, super normal time. So technologists are the ones that create money now. So it's now possible to create one world currency for the people, So the whole concept behind this is to link this global sporting network to the single currency. And you understand the concepts behind that. Money flows out from that pot to 50% goes to everybody in the world, and the other 50% goes to projects, and money going into the pot provides returns back for the investors. So now effectively what happens there is everybody is in credit in the world from the moment you're born. You can connect into whatever program. So if you look at some of the sports stars in the world, Wim Hof, breathing. How important is breathing, right? We go to the gym, but we don't do breathing exercise. So breathing is so vital. So that's Wim Hof. Then there's other people like Dave Goggins, whose physicality, the ability to run 200 miles, but it's the mind and the control of the mind and how the mind processes the information. And you have all these different athletes, but inside your body, you process all this information. So the likes of Jim Quick, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton. These are 3 people, 4 people. From an inward point of view, you learn how to process all the information, become that super athlete. And then, like I said, the networks there and the money for the networks connect up into the outer world to create the master plans, all the infrastructure in the hospitals, and so on and so forth. So effectively, you got the geniuses of the world setting up the programs from the age you're born to the age you die, becoming the best version of yourself, all connected to all the clubs in the world. And also, the other thing is, this is also connected to the virtual world. So if you realize there's certain combinations now between, so you can produce virtual games of every single sporting organization in the world, or sporting club, and you can produce avatars of you in this. And there's also a hybrid between the virtual world and the real world, where in the real world you might have a football team, but you can actually, through public interaction, create a coach, create a transfer budget, and control and operate a team for the people. Plus, when you think of 8 billion people, you think, wow, what can 8 billion people do with a connection to a $500 trillion euro-pound budget? They can go in and start buying up clubs themselves. Doesn't stop high net worth individuals doing it. Each to their own. But it now puts a bit of power, or puts power back into the collective, the unity. Number 1 law of the universe. And if you start to look at certain individuals, like Conor McGregor and the 2 lads, Ryan Reynolds, and who bought Wrexham, and they're not just movie stars, actors, MMA fighters. They got links into brands. Could be Formula 1, football club, could be whiskey. So that connection happens all the way through for the best athletes in the world now, or any person really, is that you can connect to all the goods, products and services in the world through this singularity model, through the Global Sporting Club, Global Sporting Network, the one single currency. That's what makes this thing shit powerful, man. And you can have all sorts of membership rates for these clubs. You know, you can have your universal, your millionaires sporting clubs, your billionaires sporting clubs, your trillionaire sporting clubs. You can create franchises and licenses, and it's mind-boggling. And because everybody in technology is on a single platform, you also got the world getting smaller and shrinking. So now you can start to run worldwide global events. So you can bring your sport globally, GAA globally, American football globally. That traditionally only operated in their own countries. They now have a global platform to work off, and they can operate their fixtures because transport is going to be quicker, faster, more powerful than ever. So you can get to your destination in rapid, quick time. So that's really the power of the Global Sporting Club and Network. And there's so many rabbit holes coming up in my mind. I better stop here. So yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah, let's see what happens.